Welcome back to the pregame show. The Rough Riders finishing up their homestand in the series against the Midland Rockhounds. And I'm joined here by the hitting coach, Jason Hart. And Jason, it's been a tough couple games for the offense. Yesterday, you guys shut out. The game before, just the one run on that solo home run from Teodoro Martinez. What are you telling the guys when something like this happens? Is it you brush it under the rug and just move on with the next day, or is there a conversation and do you try to clue in on a few things?
We had a talk today. But first and foremost, it is a new day. That's the great thing about this game that we play. Baseball is that the next day you come to the park, it could be the greatest day of your year. And so, every day's a new day. We did have a talk about it, about competing a little harder and don't give any B's away. We got how many games left? 38 games left. Let's compete to the end, and let's give them a tough time. Don't give them easy outs.
And the pitch count for Neal was pretty low last night. It's been the case the opposing pitchers have gotten through pretty quickly in a lot of innings. I remember talking at the beginning of the year, you wanted guys to be aggressive when they first started settling into the league. Is that mantra kind of changed now that we're well past the halfway point?
You want guys to learn their strike zone. You want them to trust themselves for two strikes and get deeper in counts. But, it comes with experience. And these guys are young, and, they'll learn their zone. They're, hopefully they're getting better at it. But, we still want them to attack fastballs. And if it's a fastball in their zone, I want them to swing at it. If it's the first or second pitch, just, be ready to hit their pitch. And part of maturing as a hitter is not swinging at the pitch the pitcher wants you to swing at, to wait for your pitch that you want to swing at. And we just try to pound it in their head, but, it comes with experience.
I want to touch on a few players in particular. One, Hanser Alberto, who's highest-ranked position player, according to Baseball America, on this team coming into the year. And he's really been in a funk since he was scorching hot at the end of April and early May. But it seems like he's turned things around the last week or so. The last 6 games hitting .333. Seems to me that he's going the other way a lot more. What's been the challenge for him this year, and why is he having success the last few games? What's been the adjustment for him?
I think a lot of it is, he started off really well. And things started going a little sour, and he started kind of panicking a little bit, and the swings got tighter because he was trying to create stuff. And I think of the last week and a half, 2 weeks, he's kind of thrown the mechanics out the window. He's trying to just be relaxed up there and just, swing at good pitches and just let his swing do what it does.
And Ryan Strasburger, who had a pretty good year last year, got off to a really slow start this year as well. But he seems to be turning it around a little bit at the plate as well. He admitted to Alex last week in the pregame show that coaches have been telling him for a long time that he needed to go the other way more and not just try to pull the ball all the time, and that he's really feeling like he's more comfortable doing that. Is it as simple as that for him, or is there something else at the plate that's been helping him out the last few games?
It's as simple as that for him. He is an unbelievable swing. His hands are lightning fast. And you see him in BP every day. You see him in the cage. It's in there. It's a mindset. It's a mental thing with him, and when it comes out, he's going to be a really, really good player.
You feel like he's clicked the last couple of days? Are you starting to really notice improvement there?
In Corpus, definitely, and then he got a couple base hits the other way, and in turn he hit a couple home runs. It's not about trying to hit home runs for him. It's just hitting the ball hard, and when he misses under the ball, it might go out of the park because he does have fast hands.
And one more guy I want to touch on is Brett Nicholas, who's been the offensive leader for this team all season long, leads the club in almost every offensive statistic, and he's been unbelievably slump-proof. It seems like he hasn't really ever gone in a week or 2 week spell where he can't seem to find himself at the plate. What makes him so consistent at the plate? Why is he able to avoid those long slumps like we see from even the greatest players?
Using the whole field. The guys are throwing the ball away, and a lot of younger hitters won't give in, and they'll try to pull that outside pitch, and they'll end up hitting a weak ground ball. Nicholas, he'll take his base hits the other way, and then when he gets in certain counts, he'll take a big hack, and when he connects, things go good for him.
Here with Jason Hart, the Rough Riders hitting coach, and you were a player here in Frisco as well back in 2005, and really the offensive leader for this club that season. 28 doubles, 21 homers. What are some of your memories from playing here?
Just that was my the year coming back from brain surgery, having that non-cancerous brain tumor. So it's a very fond memory. Getting back on the field, I didn't know if I'd ever be able to play again, and then just to be able to come to this ballpark, this beautiful ballpark every day and play baseball. A lot of good players were on that team, a lot of major leaguers, and made a lot of good friendships, and it's wonderful to be back here coaching.
And you made it to the big leagues as well right before that. How much does your time in the big leagues help in you communicating with these guys and give you instant credibility? I mean, when you were a player, how important was that? You know, knowing that a guy made it to the major leagues, had the big league experience, he knew what it'd take to get there, no matter how long the trip was there.
You know, I always, as a player, looked at, you know, the guy, looked inside that. I looked for, does this guy care about me? Does he want the best for me? And that's the guy I would trust. It didn't have nothing to do with big. I don't even think a lot of these guys on this team even knew I played in the big leagues. So, but yeah, so I just try to let these guys know that I do care about them. It's not about me. It's about them. And anything I say is just to help them. Any drills we do, it's just to help them. And, you know, hopefully I've got their trust.
Here with Jason Hart, the Rough Riders hitting coach, and that season in 2005, you also competed in the Home Run Derby. You didn't win the Derby, but some big names in that competition. You were talking to me about it a couple days ago. Looking back, how cool is it to know that you shared the stage with names like Mike Napoli and Andre Ethier?
You know, it was pretty neat, but I really wanted to win that. There was a prize if you won. It was a cruise for two, and my wife, and we had at that time a 1-year-old daughter. And so she really wanted me to win it so we can go on a cruise, but Ethier pulled it out in the finals.
Were you in the doghouse but you didn't win it?
No, it was all fun. You know, they hosted an awesome All-Star game here in Frisco that year, and just to be here at home and, you know, like I said, the comeback year, it was a great memory.
Last thing I want to ask you about was James Valade was showing off some of the improvements you guys have made to the batting cage. Some renovations to spruce it up, chains linking the bottom to keep the balls in there and way down the bottom a little bit, revamped, convenient entry. He was showing me off the door you guys have made. What's the next big upgrade?
Maybe a new cage. No, it's you know, that cage, me and Jimmy, we go in there. Jimmy helps me out so much, but that cage was a death trap last year. Opposing coaches did not want to go in there. They told their teams no cage today. That this cage, it was just a ricochet away from catching one in the head. But we worked on it and we got it safe, and I feel confident now telling the other coaches, hey, you won't get hurt in there.
A point of pride for you?
Definitely.
All right, well, thanks a lot for your time, Jason. Hopefully the offense can turn things around here as you guys get ready to head back on the road. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot.
That was Jason Hart. We'll be back with more on the Frisco Rough Riders Baseball Network.